Welcome back to Sunrise at 7:19. Hey, here's an interesting economic indicator. How many homes sell for more than the seller originally wanted? We thought that might be kind of an interesting thing to discuss, so we brought in Scott Higashi from Prudential Locations, who tells us a little about the residential housing market from time to time. There's been a little bit of a resurgence of this, yeah?
There has. Actually, there's a couple of statistics that we track to test kind of the underlying health of the market. The first one is the sold price to list price ratio. In other words, how close are the sellers getting to their asking price?
Yeah.
And then we look at the number of folks that are getting more than their asking price. And both of those indicators indicate a really strong underlying market. On the sold price to list price, it's a 97%, which is almost a historic high for Hawaii. So 97% of the asking price is actually what the selling price is. Now, more interestingly, in the first quarter of 2012, 1 out of every 10 homes in Oahu actually got more than their asking price. Now, just a few years ago, in 2008, that was 1 out of every 5. So clearly there's something moving in the market, and it's a combination of factors. 1, low interest rates are driving buyers back into the market.
Yeah.
2, low inventory levels are causing greater competition for property. So those two factors combined are actually causing this resurgence of this activity.
Now, realtors have been suggesting to sellers for years that if you price low, you'll get a bidding war and you'll have more choice of buyers. But in this case, I noticed looking at the different price points for houses, that the lower priced houses, which are the ones more likely to have, you know, termites or something, that those are the ones where this isn't happening. And basically the median and higher prices is where the bidding wars are occurring.
Well, when you look at the product diversity, for example, Ewa Beach, Makakilo, and Waipio, Waikele, those areas have been actually getting a lot of news about being depressed in the real estate market, yet in those neighborhoods, 1 out of every 3 homes are actually going for more than asking. So it suggests that this diversity of product mix, plus the accessibility to first-timers especially, is actually what's driving some competition in that market. That's a great sign.
Any other Oahu communities where you're seeing more of this?
Well, certain parts of East Honolulu, where it's very popular. A lot of folks want to move into East Honolulu, Manoa. You're not seeing it as much on the North Shore, or interestingly, not as much in Kahala. So there is a real mix, and it does have something to do with neighborhood and a lot to do with price.
Okay, so basically, I mean, even though I brought up that issue of strategically underpricing your house, there is a very strong indication here. This is the point Scott's trying to make, that because there aren't a lot of houses on the market and because more people are able to buy a house now, things are starting to look a little bit better. Of course, that's good for realtors, too, since they get higher commissions.
Well, it is. It's good for realtors, but it's good for the Hawaii economy. And I think that's a great sign for the Hawaii real estate market.
Right. And that's the takeaway for you as a regular person. So that's your update on the residential real estate market. Who are we going to, Dan, or some other person just